So I don't have tape. I don't have my floor cues.
Nope.
Michael, this is unacceptable.
You know what? You start talking about my salary.
I pay you enough already, goddammit. You're getting half of nothing.
Get half of nothing.
You're getting half of nothing here. What's up, good people? Once again, it's on. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And what we're going to talk about today is focus. Is that like mystical? Focus. Yeah, focus. That's what we're going to talk about today. All right, so cool. Focus. Just a few things I want to talk about as far as that goes. Because sometimes I think in life we want to do things and we want to achieve certain things and we want to go after our dreams and our hopes and our aspirations. But I think sometimes it's hard for us to do that because we really can't stay focused on the right things. I think that our attention span and all that kind of stuff is sometimes starts out in the right place, but then over time it kind of loses and we start putting time and energy into things that we really shouldn't. And when you do that, it takes away from your main goal and your main purpose. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's just when we talk about focus, I guess the first thing I want to say is to remember that insignificant stuff is for insignificant minds. So it's like when you thinking about something that's insignificant, you focusing on those little things that really don't matter, but it may just be something like a personal little thing you may have, then you kind of shift your focus a little bit, and that takes away from you achieving your goal either as fast as you possibly can and as best as you possibly can. So that's definitely something that you have to remember. It's like, let the little stuff be just that. Let it be little stuff and don't focus on that. You know, things do come your way over time and things happen and things like that, but don't focus on those little things that are insignificant, because at the end of the day, they're not going to do anything but derail you and take you off your course. Cool. Focus on things as for, well, what I should be saying is that focus on things that are important to you. So one of the things that you have to remember is that when you are doing whatever it is that you want to do and you say, this is where I want to go with it and this is what I think I'm good at, this is what I think I can really do, focus on that and put your time and your energy and your resources on that, because it's important to you. Sometimes in life we'll try to focus on certain things for the wrong reasons, whether it's going to get us something here or get us some or take us there. That's fine to do that, but when you make that your focus and you saying that this is all I want to do, and it's not really something that's going to benefit you, it's not really something that you ultimately truly want to do, then you can kind of like not really achieve your full potential by doing that. So make sure that the things that you focus on are really important to you, because once you do that, then when those obstacles come up in your life, or things happen and they kind of like try to take you off course, you will be so committed to what it is that you're doing and you will be so focused on that you'll stay with it. When things happen and you get weary or you get tired or you find yourself not being or being in a procrastinating state, because that happens at times, then it's that importancy that will come back. Is importancy a word? I hope it is, but if it's not, you know what I mean. But being those things that are important, then you can get back on it because it's so important to you, and that's something that's in your heart. It's something that's in your soul that you just gotta do. My other point is gonna be focus on things that you can benefit from. So that's kind of like tying into what I was saying before. So it's like you focus on something that's gonna give you some type of benefit, something that you know it's gonna make you better, it's gonna make you, wiser, it's gonna make you to something where you can say, hey, this is something that I'm focusing on because I'm gonna benefit from this by X, Y, and Z. Or it's gonna make me a better person by doing this, this, and this. So it's like that focus that you do, and it doesn't have to be something that's long-term, but it can be a short-term focus that you have, because it's gonna take you to somewhere that you're trying to ultimately go, but you're gonna get benefits from doing that thing that you're doing right now. So if I focus on A and B, I'm gonna be able to get C and D from it by doing that. That's what I mean by saying making sure that something that you're focused on, you can benefit from it. Also, I think the last point to this is going to be stay focused by having a written plan and committing to it. So the stay focused part is, like I was saying before, a lot of times we'll have things that we're focused on. We'll have things that we are saying, this is what we want to do. And in the beginning, it'll be really good. It's exciting. It's new. It's like, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is going to happen. And then sometimes when that process takes a little bit longer than what we thought, or you may have a hiccup, or you may have a problem that arises, or a hill or a mountain might come before you, you tend to sometimes say, oh, well, this is getting too difficult, or this is not really working the way I wanted it to. It's not going the way I thought. And you kind of will lose focus. And then it'll be hard for you to get back into it because you don't necessarily have a true plan written out. So I want you to have a plan written out. And what I mean by that is you don't have to have it word for word, but have those key things that you know you are gonna have to do to get your goal accomplished, and focus on those things so that when it comes time for you to have to go through a trial or a tribulation, or to have some type of issue arise, you can put yourself back on track, and you won't need others to do that. You can put yourself back on track by saying, okay, so I got this problem. Now let me look and see what I need to do in order to complete my goal so I can focus on these things. And then this is what I'm gonna do next. Even though I can't do A and B, I can do C, so I'll focus on C. Let me focus on C, and then hopefully I can work out A and B if I need to do that. So make sure that you stay committed. And the best way to stay committed to something is for something to be really important to you. If it's something that's really important to you, you will commit to it, and you can stay focused on it. Did I just bring all that back and kind of tie it all together and put it in a bow? Yes, I did. I did that because I am so amazing. All right. Yes. That's some self-motivation and just, self-encouragement. See how you can do that for yourself too. But I think that is a good way to start as far as focus. So for those of you that's out there in the world that want to do something, that have something that they say, I always wanted to do this. If it's truly important to you, this is how you focus on it, and make sure that those things are there in place so that you can stay focused and stay on track. I believe in what you're trying to do, and I want you to believe in that you can do it too. And at the end of the day, as always, I hope that this makes somebody out there in the world that sees it a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And aside from me looking amazing, I'm out. What kind of production house you're running here, man? This is unacceptable. Where's, did we have tape when we did put it on the floor last time?
We did.